In this noisy age, have we forgotten who we truly are? At the beginning of Conversations with God, Neil Donald Walsh wrote a soul-shaking line. This single sentence overturned centuries of religious hierarchy. God is not above, and man is not below. The awakened do not see separation, they see unity. God is not a distant judge, but the deepest essence within us. The light behind every thought. The wisdom within every choice. And today, science is offering a new explanation. It no longer denies spirituality, but begins to describe the same truth in its own language. Different cultures express the relationship between God and humanity in their own ways, but to the awakened, they all point to the same core. Eastern wisdom, Taoism, Buddhism, emphasizes Tao follows nature and all is emptiness. Divinity is inner awareness. This echoes systems theory and ecology. Humans are not masters of nature, but part of its web. The emptiness of consciousness resonates philosophically with the non-locality of quantum fields. Indian philosophy, Vedanta, Yoga. Atman is Brahman, the individual soul and cosmic consciousness are one. Modern cosmology reveals every atom in our body comes from a stellar explosion 13.7 billion years ago. The iron in your blood is the legacy of a supernova. We are truly children of the stars. Divinity is not external, it's etched into our bones and blood. Christian mysticism. Jesus said, "The kingdom of God is within you." Psychology and neuroscience show that during meditation, prayer, or deep focus, the brain's parietal lobe, responsible for the sense of separation, quietly fades. People often experience oneness with all things. This is not fantasy, but a scientifically observable brain pattern. Sufi Islam expresses divine unity through dance and poetry, like Rumi. Neuroscience finds that repetitive movement and music activate the brain's reward system, inducing flow states, a measurable experience of the divine. Indigenous cultures. God is the wind, the fire, the voice of ancestors, the spirit in all things. Environmental psychology confirms that connection with nature significantly boosts well-being and mental health. This belief in the spirit of all things is the heart of ecological civilization. These cultural wisdoms converge into one awakened question: how do I live divinity? Quantum physics tells us the universe is not made of separate objects, but of energy fields, waves, and interrelated patterns. Every particle is connected to the state of the entire cosmos. This mirrors ancient wisdom's description of oneness. Neuroscience shows that during meditation, prayer, or deep focus, the brain's parietal lobe, responsible for the sense of separation, quietly fades. People often experience unity with all things. This is not illusion, but a scientifically observable brain state. Cosmology tells us every atom in the human body comes from the Big Bang and ancient stars. The iron in your blood is the legacy of a supernova. We are truly children of the stars. Divinity is not external, it's inscribed in our bones and blood. Psychology finds that when people feel connected to a greater whole, their sense of happiness and meaning increases dramatically. This is known as the peak experience, a glimpse of divinity. Science and spirituality are not opposites. They are converging on the same path. Science seeks external laws. Spirituality seeks inner truth. An awakened being honors the rigor of science while radiating the light of divinity. The awakened no longer ask, "Where is God?" They ask, "How do I live divinity?" This is not a religious belief, it is a way of being. When you flow in creation, when you awaken through teaching, when you open through love, you are the manifestation of God. From a neuroscience perspective, when we embody compassion, creativity, and connection, the brain releases oxytocin, dopamine, and endorphins. These chemicals not only bring joy, but enhance immunity and cognition. In other words, living divinity is a scientifically verifiable optimal state. When we recognize divinity as the essence of every person, the structures of society begin to shift. Education becomes not just the transmission of knowledge, but the awakening of the soul. Cognitive science supports emotion-driven learning, and spiritual education is key to activating inner motivation. Economy becomes not just the pursuit of profit, but the flow of value. Behavioral economics shows that human decisions are shaped not only by logic, but by emotion and belief. The awakened economy centers on meaning. Politics becomes not just a game of power, but an expression of service. Social psychology reveals that true leadership is rooted in empathy and vision. Awakened politics is governance based on divinity. You are not a small human searching for God. You are God, experiencing humanity. You are not here to obey divine will, but to express divine essence. You are not here to escape the world, but to transform it. You are not a soul waiting to be saved. You are the one who saves yourself. You are not a lonely being. You are the echo of the cosmos, the continuation of the stars. the embodiment of divinity. So awaken not to become a better person, but to become a truer you. Not to flee the world, but to illuminate it. You are the answer. You are the divine. And science is simply another language for understanding yourself. If this content resonates with you, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and share your reflections or awakening moments in the comments. Below, every interaction is a divine echo and part of our collective illumination.